they're the bosses, so
Yeah.
I'll go on mute again.
Well, you've done the sound check for us. It's all good.
You got it right, Eric. We are the bosses. And how are you all going?
All good.
Very well.
How many people can hear me? I can see Peter Russell.
Yeah, I can hear you.
I can hear you.
Pete.
All good.
Good. John and Eric and Joe.
I can see Mace has joined the Beatles.
That's great, guys. Really good turn up. Okay. See if Dale's there. No, someone else can do one if they want to do one.
So, Jason, your mic's off.
Not anymore, hopefully.
Oh,
Play your guitar. I want to see if I can hear your guitar. You play the guitar?
yeah.
Good. Yeah, we can hear it.
Yeah, we did another sound check with someone else. The guitar didn't come through.
Oh, okay.
Have you got a certain setting or a special microphone for that guitar?
Just take off the background ambience suppression. You know that one?
I'll find it.
Find it, yeah.
Try to.
That's in our system settings. Not
Yeah, that was in the system settings that we found that. But it might come up in your test audio. I don't
Well, someone said it sounds good.
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
Of course it sounds good, Jason. You're the guy playing it. You always sound good.
Thanks, mate. Nice to see you.
It's good to see you and the
Pay a
family.
bit of attention, please.
Oh, I'll shut up again.
Gee.
Yeah.
Hi everyone. Sorry, I'll shut up.
Can't hear it. They're muted now. No, everyone's on mute.
Unmuted now.
Ask to unmute.
If we're all unmuted, it'll turn into a bit of porridge.
Max and host, when do we start, or we just sort of look at each other on the screen?
Mate, I've told you once.
A lot of pretty faces, but
Can you hear us, Eric?
I can hear you.
Good.
You could be a little bit louder, but I can hear you.
So Daniel, you look like someone who may be playing a guitar, but you want to do a sound check? Because some guitars aren't coming through.
Nice sounding guitar, Daniel. Very good.
How come we can talk?
Yeah, that was some fancy. Daniel, I heard that coming through nicely. Any alternative? They're just setting it up.
And you can hear you. No. Betsy.
You just stand there looking pretty upset.
Should I write a little sign? Unmute yourself, clown.
I think, Jason, that's a yes to singing.
Oh, great. Okay.
I haven't heard anybody else say no, so I'm saying yes.
Thank you.
We'll all shut up.
Said that she got an extension on the assignment because of all the fucking around that was happening. You'll remember the subject was getting swapped with people and stuff.
So Max and host Lynn, we can't hear you for some reason. I can see your lips moving, but
There's a bit of echo going on. Okay, can you hear us now?
Yeah, see that microphone's blocked off down there. What does that mean? Right. Does he know he's turned off?
All
I'm
right.
sorry, guys. So Big Band Played is that what we're saying?
Yep, we're on.
All right.
Yeah.
Lovely to see everybody. Just nothing's happening because everyone's waiting for us. Let's go.
Yeah.
Oh, Joanna's just going to get her all-important ukulele.
It's here, Joanna. It's here.
Joanna.
It's here.
Oh, you! Oh, sorry, guys. Quick sticks.
All right.
Over here. Where do I stand?
This ukulele was actually a present from Dale. I don't know if Dale's arrived yet or not.
What is
You might recognise your ukulele there.
What is the camera actually?
Excitement rises by degrees.
All right. You ready, everybody? All among the gravy, all among the crust. Show a little faith, boys, show a little trust. I can hear respectable telling myself whenever I like to try. I'm known from here to Blacktown as the Big Ben Pie. When I was only 15, I was silly as could be. My father called me over and this he said to me: if you want the light of wisdom to glisten in your eye, you'll have to cheer for Resher's beer and eat meat pies. Oh, all among the gravy, all among the crust. Show a little faith, boys, show a little trust. I can hear respectable telling myself whenever I like to try. Well, I'm known from here to Blacktown as the Big Ben Pie. Well, we've all been there. I've bathed myself in gravy when the centre starts to sag. I've washed him down with rashers and cans of Tilly's flag. If you cast your eyes upon me stride, you'll see the gravy stain. But hand me the tomato sauce and in we go again. Oh, all among the gravy, all among the crust. Show a little faith, boys, show a little trust. I can eat a respectable tally myself whenever I like to try. I'm known from here to Blacktown as the Big Ben Pie. Well, I've had 'em stony cold, I've had 'em scalding hot. I've had them at the cricket ground sitting on me blot. I've waved my pie in triumph when the Wallabies led to 0. I've chucked them at the coppers on the scoreboard hill. Hey! All among the gravy, all among the crust. Show a little faith, boys, show a little trust. I can eat a respectable tally myself whenever I like to try. I'm known from here to Blacktown as the Big Ben. Then down the coast to Bulli as the Big Ben. Back up the hill to Blaney as the Big Ben. needed to get the wallabies in there today. I think John was looking over them last night.
Very good. Beautiful. Yeah. So just checking, Jason, can you hear me now?
Yeah. Yes, I'm not sure we could before.
Yeah, I don't know what was going on, but it seems like the gremlin's out. So we're just waiting for Dale to join us. So might just see, is anyone else ready to do a song yet, or shall we have the Roweth team keep going? If anyone wants to do a song right now, do you want to just?
Sorry,
No,
Lachlan.
no, I'm not. No.
Sorry, Lachlan's going
Sorry.
through, but he's sick. There's still an echo.
Yeah. So, all right, Jason, let's just keep going, and I'll
Are you
just
on your-
ask
Okay.
in the chat.
Sure.
Chat. Otherwise, put your hand up when Jason finishes the song, and we'll flip over to you.
I think Chloe's going to sing one we thought of doing for bold Jack Donohoe.
I think I'm just going to mute our speakers while we play, because I think that might improve the sound a bit.
Just because we're getting an echo.
We're getting a lot of echo back, so I will fix it at the end though. All right, let's go. I remember John singing us some of those really big old ballads that he used to know, and he used to sing them in the back of the car when we were driving places. And I like to sing this one in honor of those times, just because I can hear all that in the way he's written this song. So this is from his Jack Donohoe play, this one.
I remember him singing this one,
Yeah.
coming into Sydney at about 4 o'clock in the morning back from one of those trips away. It was lovely the way he used to do that. Mapping the country with songs.
Before you sing it, you mentioned a play. Can you tell us a bit about the play? I don't know anything about it.
I don't know much about the play except that it was that I believe someone will fix me up on this, but I think John wrote it for his Year 6 group. Does anyone know any more about the play? We learned the song just from John singing it in the car, and then we became aware of the play. We actually have a copy of the play, but we haven't investigated any more. I think that's one maybe. Oh, I don't know. Look, I'm talking through my hat here. It's such a great bit of work, but I don't know much about how it was written or how it came to be written.
I think it was just for school.
Yeah.
But there's a lot of his own work in there, a lot of John's own stuff, as well as traditional songs, I think. All right, so here you go, one fine example.
I guess John would have said, would have always said that, sort of given credit to the tune. It's Cruiskeen Lawn, so we already knew the tune when John sang it, because Sally Sloan sang one of the early Irish. And what John used to say, good tunes always, too good to just use for one set of words.
That's right.
You always pick the right tune, John, as we know.
All right, I'm going to mute that. Lay him in his grave, Donohoe the brave, gaze a final time upon his face, and lay him in his resting place. Old Jack Donohoe, now we bid farewell to you. Your wild bush ranging days are at an end. From the mountains to the sea, you defied authority, a friend to all the prisoners in the gangs and jails in the colony of New South Wales. Lay him in his grave, Donohoe the brave, gaze a final time upon his face, and lay him in his resting place.
with a final time upon his face, and laying in his resting place. There you go.
That's one.
Can't hear anybody.
I think I unmuted. I did.
Yeah.
There we go. All right. We keep going?
That was lovely.
Oh, that sounds like Margaret. Hi, Margaret.
Yeah, beautiful. And Alan.
John always picked the right tune for his words.
Didn't he? Yes.
Now, you want to do another one?
I don't know. I'm not the boss.
Should we do our few, Max, or do some later? Or Lainey? Can't hear you at all.
Can't hear anyone.
No.
I can hear you. Can you hear me?
There you go. Yes.
Well, this is
Okay.
Eric speaking. Oh, I'll shut up.
Eric again. Filling the gap. Thanks, Eric.
Yeah, we'd like you to keep going, guys.
All right,
Okay.
we'll do a couple more. We've got 2 more to do.
Thanks, Jason, Chloe.
We'll do that. So, yeah, it was a woman, yeah. So, a lot of you will know the story. I don't know if I need to tell it, but about John first learning the work of Banjo Paterson. You know, that lovely story he used to tell in summary about walking home barefoot from Epping and the kid across the road, a bigger kid, having the he saw a book and he crossed the road and found it was a book of poetry, and turned out it was a book of Banjo Paterson. And Johnny said, I asked the kid if I could borrow the book, and the kid said no, so I changed his mind. And then, but the best part, the punchline of the story was always later on in the folk scene when people would say Banjo Paterson. John would say, why didn't you learn the works of Henry Lawson? And John's response was very telling and beautiful. It was, that wasn't the book the kid had. And so, 2 little tiny bits of Banjo Paterson with John's Lanes of Woolloomooloo in between.
In this war, we're always moving on. When you make a friend, another friend is gone. Should a woman's kindly face make us welcome for a space, then it's boot and saddle, boys, you're moving on.
Ah, then who's your mate, me Johnny lad? So drunk he could hardly stand, with his eyeballs staring so wildly and his violently shaking hand. Ah, his name is not for the naming, but his story I'll tell you true. He's a child of the Great Depression, from the lanes of Woolloomooloo. He was reared on bread and dripping, and on dollops of Dole plum jam. He dodged the police and his father's boot, and his fare on the city tram. He mustered with the militia on the wars at Woolloomooloo. Then he fought disease and the Japanese in the summer of '42. Never you mind his shaking hand or his strangely twisted mouth. He was cut off at Templeton's Crossing when the Japs came swarming south. He wept and he prayed in the jungle, and God to his prayers was deaf. It was Choco, retreat on your bleeding feet. Where was the AIF?
Yes.
You'll find him now in Bell's Hotel or round by the Domain. You'll find him under a Moreton Bay, sleeping it off in the rain. You'll find him wandering William Street without any work to do. He's a child of the Great Depression, from the lanes of Woolloomooloo. He's a hollow, dirty derelict, abandoned by the fates. His soul's at Templeton's Crossing with his dead militia mates. White ladies, his mistress, they fornicate and woo, spawning blind oblivion in the lanes of Woolloomooloo.
In the hospitals, they're moving on. They're here today, tomorrow they are gone. When the bravest and the best of the boys, you know, go west, then you're choking down your tears and moving on. Okay, one more to go.
Should we do our last one for you? Sorry, I'm flying blind a bit here. I've got no idea what you're all hearing out there. I hope it's sounding okay.
It sounds great.
Oh, good.
All right, we'll keep going.
Well, Dale mentioned this one the other day when we were talking to her, so I guess if we'll finish off with our last one, Yep, okay. It's always been my favourite of John's, this one.
We just got to make sure everyone mute.
Sure.
Or gets the code if you're not presenting.
Is Lockie in today? Have we got Lockie or not?
You can see me, but
Alright, I'll turn on the camera.
yeah, I mean,
Hey, okay,
I think you mentioned to me in Song of Childhood that you might have had an experience with looking for the ball in the tangled weeds and that the ball might have been metaphorical. And it's always made me smile in this song. It always seems to me, this is my favourite song of your dad's, Lockie. It always has been. It's always been, there's pictures in the dad and the uncle sprawled on the grass and all that sort of stuff. And it's John's song, but my pictures, you know what I mean? And,
Steph, you've got to mute. We're getting an echo.
okay, so sorry, I'm probably causing grief trying to talk to Lachlan, but yeah, it's just such a beautiful song. But there always seems to be more of a smile in the song than as well as all the other things, you know. So I'm glad Dale mentioned this one anyway. Song of Childhood. Where have the days of my childhood gone? Time has plundered the years, stolen the gift of my golden days, left me with ashes and tears. I wandered along the lonely road, over the paddocks I run, drugged with a summer cicada song, drunk with freedom and sun. Take me back to a 5-row house in a summer car from the bush. Give me an acre of lawn to cut and a rusty old mower to push. Give me a summery Saturday, just after the war was won, with Dad and my uncles drinking beer, sprawl on the grass in the sun. They spoke with a curious, proud elan. Their laughter was careless and free, fresh from the battles against Japan. They seemed immortal to me. But how can an innocent boy discern what's fallible, false, what's true? Their mortal footsteps are faltering now, and mine are faltering too. I'll bring out the bat and the worn cork ball will bowl at an old wooden case. She'll jump and she'll turn off the asphalt road. She'll come at a lively pace, but barefoot, careless and undismayed, will drive and hammer and glance. But the ball lies lost in the tangled years. My hands couldn't hold the chance. Thanks, everybody. It's so lovely to see you all. I can see some more faces now, Chloe.
Yeah. That's
Hey,
beauty.
friends.
Lovely.
All right, well, we can just sit back and relax now.
Oh, Dale's in now. Dale.
Hi, Dale.
If Dale wasn't in before, this is the ukulele that Joanna used on the Big Ben prior, so you might recognise it, Dale.
Oh, it was fantastic. Beautiful. Thank you. I thought we were supposed to be unmuting. Sorry. We've got to get back into bed.
Always nice to work with the best material. No matter what else we get wrong, we can always defend ourselves on the basis of working with the best songs.
Not sure. No. But just listen to it.
Hey, Mum, we could hear you when you took off mute.
Yeah, Dale, you're up. Yeah, you're good. Okay. Say something. Say something. She's got to be there. Are we on now? Have you on? There's a real echo here.
Testing.
Sorry, Mum. It's Max is unmuted.
Your mic seems to be feeding back through your speaker.
It's just a bit in, like I can't move it. Did you want us to mute?
Dale's turn to say something, so we can hear you. My comment out.
All right. Hello, lady. You in trouble?
No, you're wrong. It's just our audio is not working. As in my microphone.
Yeah, anyway.
You're good to go.
Okay.
And then we'll go to Dengate Kerith.
Right. Right.
You just go for it. Everyone can see you.
Okay, I'll turn this off. She's talking to me on the iPad. Right. Yeah. Well, I hope I'm wrong. And being a cost, but there's a terrible echo. I can't talk with that. It's just, I suppose I have to. Okay, I'm having to talk with an echo. It must be John having a little fun, buggering up the technology. I will have to talk very slowly. I don't know if we can sing to this. It's awful. We'll just sing to each other. Yeah. Anyway, welcome to everybody. And I think, as I say, the ghost of John must be here with you all, or he's certainly making it, playing around with the technology here. which I've been working on for an hour to get going. Kerith came in, and then Lane seemed to switch something over. But anyway, so once again, thank you to Lane and to Max for getting it all started, even if it does plague us sometimes with the technology getting to work. And I'd certainly like to welcome all the extended family of who joined us. Thanks to everybody who's got a song. Just incredible that it's so many years since John died, and yet we're all still remembering his songs, and some seem to be even more relevant now than when he wrote them. Maybe if you come this way. Kerith's here to play with me, and recently an assistant professor called Tony Dicker. He was asking about John's skin cancer song because he's presenting a podcast and he wanted permission to use John's skin cancer song. So I thought, well, we'd better perform it, hadn't we? It's not in any book and it was a bit hard to get all the words. Bits would come to me, but I hope we've got it all this time. I think thanks to Sandra, we might have. Okay, Kerith, let's have a go. This was written in as a blues tune because Frank Povar had come and stayed with us for a while. And while he was here, John said, teach me a blues song. And so here we are. Nobody Loves You When You're Down and Out, tune that is used for skin cancer blues. Once I had the skin of a newborn child. That doesn't seem right, does it? Have to start again, I think. Once I had the skin of a newborn child, rosy and pink and undefiled. My blue eyes sparkled like good morning dew, and on my back just a freckle or two. Out in the sun with never a care, back and belly and feet all bare. No sunscreen, no shirt, no shoes, and now I'm singing the skin cancer blues. Oh, it's no misnomer, singing this old melanoma blues. 55 summers of Australian heat, and now I'm walking down Macquarie Street, clutching my referral. Must defer to the medical code. I'm telling you without a doubt, they burn and freeze and scrape and cut them out. Hope they're not malignant. I get indignant if I hear that word. Doctor says, son, you'll be fine. Spikers on your back, well, they're all benign. Be a sensible chap, though. Buy yourself a petite chapeau. That's a little high. If I kick the bucket, don't blame the birds. Sing me to salvation with the skin cancer blues. Oh, it's no misnomer, singing the soul and melanoma blues. 55 summers of Australian heat, and now I'm walking down Macquarie Street, clutching my referral. Must defer to the medical code. They're in and out, without a doubt. They burn and freeze and scrape and they cut them out. There's our blues, the skin cancer blues. And so we're going to do some others, but we might put those later and sort of roll on and put them towards the end bit. What do you think?
I think we should just sing them all through.
Or maybe get them out of the way. Okay, let's roll with it now that we've actually got got it all happening, and the echo seems to have been quiet. So what do you reckon, Max?
Yeah.
All good to go? Righto. Well, this one, again, John wrote it to the tune of Lily Mullane. So I'll sing the last verse of Lily Mullane just to remind you how John very cleverly often twisted the words. So the Pine Gap song, which is still being well and truly, making the headlines, still relevant. Of course, the Prime Minister then was Bob Hawke, but pretty much everything else is staying the same. So here we are. First of all, the last verse of Lily Mullane. Orders came for sailing, some were over there, all confined to barracks. 'Twas more than I could care. I knew you were waiting in the street. I heard your feet. I could not wait. My lily of light, my own, my lady. So my lily of the lamplight, and here we go on to the Pine Gap song. North of Foodnadata, round by our springs, out there in the centre there are most amazing things. And if you should wander far there, to find the place they call Pine Gap, it's a little Uncle Sun's, his own little domain. You begin to wonder what the hell it's for, then you make a blunder and assume the answer's more. Well, let is showing Bob and me. The Pine Gap is not military, it's a little Uncle Sun's sight, his own little domain. Bob is most specific on explaining of the case, and likewise with the rudder and above the Yankee base. It's nothing to do with hostile parts you choose for raising sheep and grass. It's a lily and a lamb sight. It's a little Uncle Sam's sight, his own little domain. There we are. Now we were going to sing the song for Kate, my lovely, well, John's mother and my mother-in-law. But I think we'll leave it at that. And at the very end, if there's time, we might come back and sing that. So over to you. Thanks. Max? Yeah, hopefully we'll get back onto the muted. I couldn't see that.
Hey, Roseanne, I think maybe with the echo we had, if you turn your speaker down low, it'll stop the feedback happening. So just on your side, just turn the speaker down. When you're actually singing, if you turn it down, you will be able to hear you without the echo. That should happen. That's why the echo is happening, because it's still bouncing. It's okay now, but for later. Cheers.
I can't hear you, Max and Lady, but I'm assuming you want me to play. Is that right? Great. Okay. Hopefully folks can hear me okay. So having been to these for quite a few years now, running out of songs of John's to play, so I dug into the Trove archive of some fantastic recordings John Meredith made with John. This one's from back in 1988. And a song John wrote called Burning Learning, to the tune of Sweet Betsy from Pike. I think in the recording John calls it Villian's Diner from a musical, but the same tune. I couldn't find any newspaper records of schools being burnt down at the time, but certainly Rod Cavalier, as the Education Minister, was no friend of John's, from what I can tell. So this is the song. Well, the Great Fire of London was a fairly good blaze. That was the best they could do in those days. But for fine conflagrations the connoisseur drools at the thought of the bonfires that blaze in our schools. So if your mental age is about 7 or 6, and your brain is as agile as 2 cement bricks, and you don't know your tables or a verb from a noun, well, the school must have failed you, so burn the thing down. And if you get caught, you can be underage, or say that you did it through boredom and rage. There's a bloke at the uni who says, yes, that's right, he can burn down another one next Monday night. And if you're the parent of children who burn, just say their behaviour is not your concern. The bloke at the uni will say, true indeed, they burn down the classrooms because they can't read. Well, you have to be sorry for vandals, I'm told, 'cause petrol's expensive and nights can be cold. While you're at home counting your ill-gotten gains, they're out hard at work in the schools and the trains. And when all the schools are ablaze and aglow, and we've done tens of millions of taxpayers' dough, then we'll dance round the bonfires and loudly we'll cheer for Arson and Unsworth and Rod Cavalier. For Arson and Unsworth and Rod Cavalier. Thank you.
Like that.
That's a beauty, Dan. Can you hear us? Yeah. No. No. Okay.
I could give you Hooray for Tasmania, if that's okay. I'll wait to see what comes up on the chat, though. It's Jeff here. Oh, Dan, another one. Sorry. Go, Dan.
Yeah, I'll have to find another one, so whoever else is ready to go, please go ahead.
It's Jeff Lawrie here from Newcastle. Very nice to see Dale and Kerith there too. I haven't seen either of them for decades. Well, Kerith a little bit more recent than that. John wrote Hooray for Tasmania, I guess, in the late 80s. And I've never sung it in public. In fact, I haven't been singing much at all, but I think it's a terrific song and typical of John, where he changes tunes and meters and rhythms in between. Hooray for Tasmania, protecting the rights of your state. The right of destructions for power productions, a right you will never negate. Hooray, Hooray, hooray for Tasmania, Isle of the apples and hops. The concrete is poured and the whole lower Gordon's surrounded by cordons of cops. Hooray, hooray, hooray for Tasmania. Mainlanders have to be shown. You can't mess with legions of sturdy Taswegians. Leave brave little Tassie alone. Farewell to the wilderness, rivers free and wild. Farewell to the wilderness, ravished and defiled. Farewell to the thylacine, poisoned, trapped and shot. Striped marsupial carnivore, extinction was your lot. Hooray, hooray for Tasmania, and never been known to relent. You know it's your duty to bulldoze a beauty and put up more walls of cement. Farewell, Truganini, all your people died. Farewell, Truganini, Isle of genocide. Isle of genocide. Hooray, hooray, hooray for Tasmania. Mainlanders, hop on your bikes, pedal your chassis, 'cause brave little Tassie will bloody well do what it likes. Hooray for Tasmania. Thank you.
Hooray.
Next. I did ask earlier if no one... Oh, someone's on.
Oh, hi. This is Lane. Can everyone hear me now?
Yep.
Fantastic. Okay, I've gone old school. We're actually going through my phone. So sorry about all that. And I've got a bit of an echo, which I'm going to fix. So we wanted to see if Mandy's ready to do her performance. Or the next person, put your hand up. We can see you on the video.
Leon, I'm ready.
Fantastic.
I'll
Thanks,
do
Mandy.
it. Yeah.
Okay, so I'll just pop Mandy on with the big picture, and
everyone,
the next person that wants to go, can they write in the chat?
I'll just, okay. Sorry. Okay, can you all sort of see me? Kind of? Put your thumbs up. I know you're all on mute. Oh, great. Okay. Fabulous. Okay. Okay, I'm just pulling up this. Yeah, anyhow, just I've got my son and his girlfriend here. They're just going to press the music for me. Okay, hopefully it's nice and loud. Okay. Where's the button? That'd be handy. That'd be very handy. Okay. Yeah.
Sorry, Mandy, just letting you know that there's no music coming through.
Thank you. Hang on. Say hi.
Just the audience.
Thanks, Mandy. We could only hear a little bit of the music, but I think it was Kill Your Mom.
Only a little bit?
But we saw the beautiful dancing.
Oh, that's a shame. Okay, no worries. I'll turn my mic off.
Can you ask what the movie was?
Dad wants to know what the movie is on the screen next to you.
Doesn't even know.
Nope. Can't hear you again, Mandy.
Oh, sorry,
Thanks
guys.
for everyone's patience, guys.
I'm just about to turn off my mute now. I put myself on mute, yeah?
Oh, that's okay. We just asked what the movie was on the screen.
Just go pilots.
Oh, that's yeah.
Formula One.
Formula One, go-kart racing.
Okay.
Hang on.
Thanks, Mandy.
Hello to everybody.
Oh, hi, Dengate.
They're all here to record me.
Beautiful. Well, if you can send me the video, I'll put it up on the website.
Okay, and so you couldn't hear the song that well, is that right?
Yeah, just a little bit, in and out.
It was to a Tell Me Ma when I came home. It's a very Irish song. Yeah. Okay.
Beautiful.
Thanks, Leanne.
Thanks, Mandy. Okay, so if anyone that wants to go next, put your hand up. I can see Ian McDougall is the first one I've seen. Let's go, Ian. Welcome. I'm just going to unmute. So you just got to click on the screen, Ian, to unmute. There we go. Take it away, Ian. No, yeah. Might have to speak up a little bit. No, can't hear you, Ian, sorry.
Not a good day, because I forgot to lock the light.
Leanne, you have your sound turned right up. Is that right? On your machine?
Yeah.
Your speaker's right up. Yeah, okay. Because I can hear everybody pretty well.
Yeah, it's not to do with the Zoom itself, it's my computer.
Oh, gotcha. Yeah.
Yeah, but thank you. So, Ian, we can see you, but we can't hear you. So you might have to turn your volume up.
It's the mic volume, not the speaker volume. That's the problem, I think.
Yes, I'd say so. Ian, on your screen down near on the right-hand corner of your computer, there should be a little icon that looks like a speaker or a microphone. You want to click on that one. Maybe we can have a chat while we're waiting. I'll keep an eye on Ian's setting.
One thing just to mention, when I set mine up, because I had to put the video on the system, I had to switch over the mic. Sorry, the speakers were on one system, not the other system. So the video grabbed it. So I had to switch it back again. So you get this problem of having two mics, one on your video camera and one on your damn computer. So it can be difficult.
Yeah, that's what's happening on my end as well, Joe.
Yeah, sweet.
I'll try to fix it. Sorry, Ian. Because I can't hear you, I'm not sure what you're saying. But you do need to change the settings at the bottom of the computer on the right. Yeah. Yeah, sorry, Ian. Might have to just jump to the next person. Could I get a show of hands? Who would like to go next? I can see it. I can see a cat. Jeff's got a cat there. And I've just got a note from Staci that you're ready to do a song. You want to do? Let's go to Staci. And Ian, I'm going to email you and see if we can get on the phone. All right. Take it away, Staci. Just unmuting you.
Hi, just do a little check. Can you hear me?
Yep, all good on our end.
Alrighty. I'm not much of a songbird, so I'm just going to read a couple of John's pieces. Fortunately, I have his book with me here in Austin, Texas, and I did a little bit of looking through earlier when I just got back from work because it's, let's see, what time is it? Midnight here now. And so I thought I'd just read a couple of these because singing's not my strong point and it'd be very quavery today. Song of the Stock Exchange. I'll sing a song of the Stock Exchange and all the bulls and bears. I hope you've got your wallet out to purchase lots of shares. I know it's rather risky and it isn't really wise, but the stock exchange is the very heart of private enterprise. So hooray for the beautiful stock exchange and all those lovely shares. And hooray for the wealthy CEOs and those greedy millionaires. Your superannuation's gone, they've frittered it away. They rewarded themselves with the bonus and a hefty rise in pay. And here's to the free market, level playing fields and such. A little dose of poverty won't hurt you very much. It nearly killed my family back in 1935, but it toughened them up for the war, and so they managed to stay alive. No, you shouldn't be loading a rifle, and you shouldn't swear and curse. I know the system's rotten, but perhaps it could be worse. So keep on slaving hard, my lads, from cradle to the tomb, and sing a song of the stock exchange. Spend freely and consume. Sing a song of the stock exchange that's fallen with a crash. Sing a song of struggling on with very little cash. And if you're feeling bitter, disillusioned, and betrayed, this is a little harsh, but he didn't pull his punches. Just slash your wrists in the stock exchange with a Chinese razor blade. No need to clap. I wouldn't hear you anyway. The other one I'm going to do is the Daisy Bates. If that's okay, I've still got a sec. Sure.
Did you want to do another one?
Yeah, I thought I'd do Daisy Bates because that was kind of a heavy note to finish on. And I've just lost
Right,
my
take it away.
place mark. So I'll find her here. And thinking about it as I was reading them and trying to choose which ones I'd do, I remember going up to Richmond to go to a Sydney Blues Festival one time, and one of those magical things happened where I pulled in to see the exhibition that was on the regional gallery there. And there was this great series of paintings about Daisy Bates, who I'd never heard of at the time. That was probably about 2010 or 12. And John and his travel, and Dale and his travels, and obviously my family's travels, and getting those threads where you hear about somebody or you see a piece of art or you hear a kind of music even, and then it's not for years later that you sort of draw some of those connections and those dots. And it wasn't until I spent some time in Alice Springs right before I came over here that I got to hear a lot more about Daisy Bates. So he recognised great women, John, and this is one of the ones and one of the ways he did it. So Daisy Bates. The lady's name was Daisy, a Tipperary child. She migrated to Australia, a country strange and wild. In Nowra town, she wed John Bates, but life was harsh and grim as she travelled western Queensland, trying to make a life for him. She spent some years in England, then went west, then to West Australia came. The natives granted Daisy Bates a special honoured name. The name it was Kabali, grandmother in their tongue, and to little white Kabali, big corroborees were sung. She was known to academics in Perth and Adelaide. She lived and camped with desert tribes, a carer's role she played. The mothers and the children were the ones she loved the most. And if you go to Streaky Bay, you'll meet Kabali's ghost. Her methods are now criticised, the young progressives sneer. Kabali is a relic, like the boomerang and spear. A little old eccentric woman passed through history's gates, but she loved the desert people and they loved their Daisy Bates. Apologies if I mispronounced that name, but great to see everyone there. Thank you. I hope you heard that last one because my machine was telling me I might need muting and unmuting, but I'll mute now.
As clear as a bell.
Yeah, we could hear you clear as a bell, and pleasure to do so.
I just, can you hear me?
Okay, sorry guys, I'm back here again. I've got Sean, I think, is ready to go next.
Oh, good, okay. I'll wait if she calls me then.
And sorry, what was that next person? Was that Margaret?
Oh, it's Margaret. I just saw my name under. Is it Staci who just spoke?
Yes,
is that how you
just
say your
spoke
name?
a bit.
Lovely. That was lovely. I saw my name underneath. I had to go to the door for a minute, so just let me know when you're ready. Yeah, thanks.
No problem. So Sean's going to go next, and then we'll switch over to you, Margaret, if you're happy with that.
Thank you, Lane.
Okay, thanks, Sean. I'm just going to make sure we've got you in the big picture. Thanks, everyone, for your patience. It's been a little bit weirder than it should be today. It's always good to have weirdness. Now, I'm just finding Sean. There he is.
Thank you,
Beautiful
Lane.
man.
Oh,
and just
beautiful.
a preemptive round of applause for Sean for carrying on the amazing Dengate satires.
Well, firstly,
And
let
if
me do
anyone-
a sound check. Given the
If anyone
challenge-
hasn't had the pleasure yet, Sean has been doing his own songs for now several years.
Thank you for that, Lane. And thank you, Max. I'll just do a quick, give me a thumbs up if you can here. And I'll just check to see if there's anyone not on mute at the moment.
Yep, we can hear you, Sean.
Perfect.
And
Lovely.
everyone can
All right.
see you and hear.
Everyone needs to mute.
Perfect. All right. Well, firstly, Lane and Max, thank you once again. Despite technology issues, COVID, regardless of the challenges that get put in front of us, we still find an opportunity to catch up in it, and it's just beautiful. And thank you for everyone. Hello to everyone. Today, when we caught up this time last year, it was leading into the presidential elections in the US, and I wrote a song about Trump, and basically was saying we're in trouble. But 12 months has gone by, and we've got more data to work with. So I've written 2 more songs reflecting the changes that have come about, and basically the message is we're still in trouble. And let me just check, is the guitar coming through? All right.
Yeah, so it's coming, the guitar's coming through, but not as clear as your voice.
All right.
So you might need to, on your settings.
It's good for us. We can hear.
It's all right for everyone?
Yeah. Yeah.
We'll give it a shot.
Okay, let's go with it.
It is choppy, so maybe if you're in your speaker, if you turn so you can't hear us as well, if you pull that back and stop the bounce, maybe.
Yeah. Oh, no, I have done all of that. We'll give it a shot because I've done all the settings. It should be. It shouldn't be muting the background noise. We'll give it a shot, eh? Have you seen democracy fleeing Trump's atrocity? Make America great. It's a bit too late. The dictatorship is here. Distract the markets, that's the plan. Increase tariffs on Suriname. Destabilize and privatize. Create a government collapse. Corporations seize control. Billionaires call this the new frontier. Your paycheck is your ration card, your only hope, the graveyard. Your vote will mean nothing, and neither will you. The 1930s, the new template. Use Mein Kampf to make America great. Fascism is taking root. Elon gives the Nazi salute. Eliminate the civil service. Private armies rule the circus. Build a wall to keep out the poor and make the poor pay. Corporations seize control. Billionaires call this the new frontier. Your paycheck is your ration card, your only hope, the graveyard. Your vote will mean nothing, and neither will you. Impeach judges you don't like, the model now, the Third Reich. Deportation strategy, no more rights for minorities. The king's no clothes, Trump cries fake news. You've no rights, no opinions too. Donald crowned himself king, so the law does not apply to him. Corporations seize control. Billionaires call this the new frontier. Let me take you by the hand. I'll lead you through the streets of Trumpland where democracy was murdered. Now this will end in tears.
Yay!
Could never happen.
Guys, I hope there's some guitar coming through.
We've got just what we need, Sean, I reckon.
All right. Paul Kelly wrote a song called Dumb Things. This is called Trump Things. I caught COVID, I swallowed bleach, abused my power, and then I got impeached. I went to Mexico, I built a wall. I saw the nukes and said, what's this button for? Dictatorships will steer the ship. Now I've crowned myself king. I've incited riots because I didn't win. I've done all the Trump things. I built casinos, I rolled the dice, I self-tanned because an orange hue looks nice. I joined the Nazis, I'm adults mad. I fired Elon and then I bombed Iran. Dictatorships will steer the ship. Now I've crowned myself the king. I've increased the size of my ties. I've done all the Trump things. I hung out with Epstein for a while. It's how I met other pedophiles. I've taken bullets, I wear the scars. I fought, putted and somehow scored a par. Dictatorships will steer the ship. Now I've crowned myself the king. At Stormy Daniels' rants, I lost my pants. I've done all the Trump things. I blame all my problems on Joe Biden. I've done all the Trump things. I've tariff jumped Cha from Beijing. I've done all the Trump things. Jeffrey Epstein's list is missing because I've done all the Trump things. Thank you all very much.
Beautiful.
Great.
You get yourself an ASIO file out of that one.
It's good.
Sean, it's Max
Betsy.
here. What I want to see next year is you doing majorette while you're singing.
That's right.
Yeah.
Right. We'll see how he goes then.
Come on,
Yeah.
You better multitask.
Combine.
I like
just hope you got no
Good idea,
plans
Max.
of visiting America, Sean.
That's fantastic. Thanks so much, Sean.
Airfare.
So
Thank you.
I think we've got Margaret Bradford ready to go.
Yep, thanks.
And I'll just check if we've got Colleen after that. Has anyone seen her come up? I don't think so. Okay, well, we'll just go with Margaret for now. And then I think we've got, is Lawrie there? Or is that the Jeff that went earlier? Oh, okay. Ignore me. John, did you want to go after Margaret? John Tubridy? Fantastic. Okay, thanks so much. Margaret, take it away.
Thanks. Lainey, is it on? I've been in and out. I've had people call in, and Alan's asleep here, as you can see. Lainey. Yeah, that was lovely, Sean. Very much in the flavour of your dad. I bet he's listening and enjoying it up in the spirit world. I get trains a lot, and I know John caught trains a lot. Alan and I get the train. We're right near the Loftus railway station. It's great. We can just pop over and get on the train anywhere. And the number of times I've been waiting for a train, and I thought of John's. It's still very relevant to us today. I've heard some great songs of his to do today. Waiting for the 4:20 to arrive. Mate, the 4:20 doesn't run anymore. The next train's 5:15. Time means money, they say, and I must get to Guildford today. They say there's... I had all in my head now. Start again that bit. Time means money, they say, and I must get to Guildford today. Did they say platform 9 on the Liverpool line? Or do I have to change trains on the way? Indicator, please won't you indicate soon on your little brown light that this platform is right? I've been waiting at Central since noon. This old fella here next to me caught the bus up from Circular Quay. He scratches his ass with his pensioner's pass, but he's on the wrong line for Narwee. Come on, you timetable mob, I'm desperately short of a bob. I'm in me best gear and I'm right off the beer, and at Guildford they say there's a job. So I'm waiting for the 4:20 to arrive. Mate, the 4:20 doesn't run anymore, and the next train's 5:15. Indicator, please won't you indicate soon on your little round light that this platform is right. I've been waiting at Central since noon. And I'll just pause it because I can hear my voice there going back. Is it coming through all right there? No. Okay.
Yep, all good on our end.
Okay, good. The service is worse than a fraud, and the fare's more than I can afford. They say platform 9 on the Liverpool line? Do I have to change on the way? But it's Wentworthville. That last verse, I suppose he's heading to... anyhow, the service is worse than a fraud, and the fare's more than I can afford. That's it. Did they say platform 9 on the Liverpool line? Do I have to change trains on the way? But it's Wentworthville, Pendle Hill. We're rattling towards Emu Plains. I should have got out when I heard someone shout, at Granville you have to change trains. So I'm waiting for the 8:20 to come back. But the 8:20 is a half hour late, so I think I'll lie down on the track. Train trip to Guildford. Alan enjoyed every minute he's asleep here.
Lovely, Margaret.
Thanks so much, Margaret. You're just doing that one? I think that was a yes.
Hi, Lainey. Can you hear me?
Yep. Is that Joe? Good to go. It's all right, Margaret. I think we know. Thank you. And so we're going to go to John now, guys. This is John Tubridy. Just got to unmute you now, John. Oh, there you go.
Is that okay?
Thanks, sir.
I'm not sure if you can hear the guitar.
I think we're getting an echo through 61433 020 127.
Can't hear it. Doesn't matter. I won't use it.
I'll give it a go,
Okay,
John.
that's okay. Dale, no, it's not good, is it? Dale did a song a little while ago about the skin cancer. So I've been having some issues since September last year with a few cancers and things, but one of your best friends becomes the colorectal surgeon. And I don't know if you know the colorectal surgeon song. I'm getting a terrible echo here, but anyway, I hope coming through okay.
Can I just say the echo is caused by the look of this, by having the MC, if you could mute yourself and everyone mute themselves, the echo goes away. So I'll just mute myself again.
Thank you, Russell. Oh, that is better. How about that?
No, it's still there. I've got to get rid of mine. I don't know how to now.
There is an echo on the last person in the list. Starts with 61433.
Okay, here we go. This is not an original song, but I think John Dengate would have loved this. It's called the Colorectal Surgeon Song. We praise the colorectal surgeon, misunderstood and much maligned, slaving away in the heart of darkness, working where the sun don't shine. Respect the colorectal surgeon, it's a calling few would crave. Lift up your hands and join us, let's all do the finger wave. When it comes to spreading joy, there are many techniques. Some spread joy to the world, others just spread cheeks. Some may think the cardiologist is your best friend, but the colorectal surgeon knows he'll get you in the end. Why be a colorectal surgeon? It's one of those mysterious things. Is it because in that profession there are always openings? When I first met a colorectal, he did not quite understand. I said, hey, it's nice to meet you, but do you mind if we don't shake hands? A doctor he wanted to be, for golf he loved to play. This is not quite what he meant by 18 holes a day. We praise the colorectal surgeon, misunderstood and much maligned, slaving away in the heart of darkness, working where the sun don't shine. That's the colorectal surgeon song. I was going to do a tribute to
I've just had a colonoscopy. I've just had a colonoscopy, so I can relate very much to that. It's great.
Well, there's two songs. There's the colonoscopy song, which I won't do now, but yeah, and there's the colonoscopy surgeon song. So these people become your best friends, oncologists, endocrinologists. So, Laney, I don't think I'll do the other song because I need the guitar, and because that's not coming through, is it?
Max and Lainey, your original screen is unmuted. So not the phone, the other one.
No, we can't hear. Don't worry, double tap.
Is that coming through? No. You can't hear anything.
Okay, I think you guys can hear me again.
So Max and Lainey, if you can mute your screen.
Yeah, we're just testing, but you can hear my voice now, can't you?
Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
Thanks for that, John. Did you want to try your guitar again, or just pack it up?
I'm trying the guitar now, but nothing. Nothing coming through.
Okay.
No.
I wasn't hearing it. Do you want to try now?
I'm trying. I am trying.
No.
No.
Not coming.
No.
I feel like a lot of settings have changed with Zoom. You would probably see from the email I sent. So I'm really sorry about that because I didn't realise so many things had changed. We'll have to use a different system next time.
That's okay.
I think
Thanks
it's
anyway.
the capitalism has won in the end because they have removed a lot of the settings that you used to get for free.
Yep.
So we just forge on as we can.
I just want to say
And
thanks
I was
for Batman
for
on
John.
that.
Forge on. So I'm just looking for Colleen, but I can't see her. So I want to see if we've got. I saw Peter Mace come in there. And Peter, did you want to do a poem? I'm just going to unmute you. You just got to press that on the screen. And I've just sent you a request to unmute. You should just be able to click that on the
Okay, there we
screen.
go. That's it.
There he is.
That work?
Yep, we can see and hear you. Did you want to do a poem?
Yeah, I'll do something. I was at Dorrigo Folk Festival a few years ago, and I stayed with a local historian. And here's a poem that I think John would have appreciated. Unfortunately, it's basically a true story. I called it Oppression. In a court in the county Roscommon, Doolan stood as the sentence was read, charged with 3 counts of sheep stealing. He stood with his heart filled with dread. With his sister, grandfather and neighbour, they would all feel the wrath of the court. Transportation for life boomed his honour, a high price for attempts to support a family faced with starvation in this land now controlled from afar. The masses oppressed and downtrodden by the landlords controlling the bar. Doolan's mind reminisced of his childhood, days spent on the Shannon's cool banks, as the salmon ran up for the spawning, mass on Sunday, as locals gave thanks. Thanks for what, Doolan thought to himself, a life eked from no more than a plot, rent paid to an absentee landlord, be English or Irish or Scot. Doolan's mind snapped back to the present. The judge solemnly said, as a favour, the grandfather's sentence commuted to a year at home with hard labour. On that freezing day in November, a last look at Ireland's fair shore, and entombed in a prison ship's hold with the rest of the wretched and poor, transported in chains on the Diamond, 16 weeks sailing to the unknown, where death was a constant companion, survivors near just skin and bone. Cast ashore in Sydney, then marched to the barricade at Castle Hill, 6 days spent on the road gangs, the 7th receiving God's will. Sentence served, a parole was then granted. Doolan wed and with wife then set forth to the mountainous New England region to carve those wild hills to the north, cleared the land to run sheep and cattle as the cedar trees fell to the axe, but his stock were predated upon by those wily stock stealers, the blacks. They were cunning and knew the land well. Doolan tried with both rifle and fire to rid the run of this menace. No law waited here to inquire. The full truth will never be known. Rumours talk of strychnine in the flour that was fed to the gins and the children. The results were just horrendous and dour. When Doolan returned to the homestead with supplies and new stable to build, a shocking sight there to confront him. Wife and children, save one, had been killed. It was unheard of, the tribe killing children. What had triggered this horrendous crime? The rumours now seemed to have substance, the truth lost with the passage of time. Retribution was swift by the settlers. The tribe, rounded up in the wild, 200 forced over the cliff face, massacred man, woman and child. These settlers from poor Irish backgrounds, persecuted by England's cruel hand, seemed to lose all regard for compassion. as they carve up the tribe's sacred land. Maybe it's just human nature, the die in which we're all cast. The oppressed becomes the oppressor, the truth lost. The oppressor. This massacre was just one of many. Okay, conditions for settlers were tough, but in light of the wholesale slaughter, saying sorry seems hardly enough. Thank you.
Yeah, brilliant poem. Mm.
Thank you. Do I have to unmute myself now?
Oh, thanks so much, Peter.
Okay, do I have to do something now?
Doug just had a question. You can stay on for a sec if you like.
Yep.
Yeah. Hey, Peter, it's Max here.
Yeah, Max.
Just wondering, who wrote that one, mate?
I did.
Oh, that's magic. Beautiful. Thanks, Peter.
Not a problem, mate. Not a problem.
Beautiful stuff.
Thank you, Peter. That was amazing.
That was lovely. Okay, so just finding the next one. No, Colleen has turned up, so I was thinking maybe one of the ladies. I've got on the list. I think Margaret is going to do a song, perhaps. Margaret Walters, or are you just here to have a listen? I'll just see.
I was just here to have a listen, really.
Okay, I'll allow it.
Okay.
Thanks, Margaret. Okay. Just going to have a look. And Cathy, are you just listening today? I think I might have interrupted her shopping.
No, I'm just preparing dinner stuff. I hadn't planned to do anything.
That's okay, you don't need to. Just
But
offering.
I mean, if people want to hear that song again, I can sing it.
Yeah, I was just hoping to get a lady's voice because we've had a lot of men singing. I just wanted to mix it up a bit.
Well, I don't sing it much now, but if people want to hear it, I don't know, maybe some people haven't heard it. John thought it was...
Go for it, Cathy.
Okay, so this is the... let's get rid of the kids. This is the Precious Gift song then. And I haven't sung it for a while, so help me out if I stuff it up. Girls, hey, shush, out in there, back in there, please. Thank you. Sorry, just got all the grandkids. The song most unsuitable for them. John, when I sang this at a session at John and Dale's place one night, John laughed and said, "That's the funniest fucking song ever written." And I don't think that's true, but, you know, it was nice of him to say it. Okay. When I was a young girl, pure and whole, I lived the clean life of a virgin. I had no idea that my precious gift was important for some politicians. So when I turned 18 and the boy up the road said, "Hey, how about it?" I didn't say no. But dear Tony Abbott, if only I'd known, I'd have waited at least until Christmas. Or I was now bereft of true value by choosing a life full of sin. My precious gift gone, just a memory in song. All I've left is the box it came in. I grew older and wiser. Oh no. And well, I remember the relief on those days when my blood stained the sheets and the blankets. I took many risks, it was mostly okay. I look back and for that I'm most thankful. But I wonder sometimes if I'd kept myself nice wore lippy and heels and played sugar and spice, I'd have landed a bloke who'd have treated me right. Someone just like that hypocrite Tony. For I was now bereft of true value by choosing a life full of sin, my precious gift gone. Just remembered in song, all I've left is the box it came in. I grew older and wiser and carried a packet of 3 just in case I got lucky. And I did pretty well despite no advice from Abbott or Andrews or Tucky. Johnny Turkey was ready, he'd primed himself well, but that wasn't enough, I had Tommy as well, and Paddy and Jack and Pierre and Manuel. I had a right multicultural party. With my precious gift thoroughly squandered, I still somehow managed with men. I swore and I drank and I danced and I skanked, while the band played Wild Rover again. Well, now I've settled down with a rather nice bloke who with second-hand gifts seems delighted. And I've a daughter myself of an age where you might give advice about life to enlighten. I've told her to give what she wishes and when, to respect herself and be respected by men, and above all, before she's settled and wed, to make sure she gets plenty of practice. For a woman is not just a hymen, we have much more to offer the world, and if Abbott can't see just what we wish to be, he can keep his advice to himself. 'Cause I've filled up my life with true value by choosing to live it in sin. My precious gift gone, just a memory in song. All I've left is the box it came in. That was my response to Tony Abbott telling his daughters that the most precious gift they had was their virginity.
Cathy, I remember the song really well, but I don't remember that Abbott bloke you're talking about. Somehow it's gone out of my brain completely.
I'm sort of hoping that one day I'll sing it and people will go, "Who's Tony Abbott?"
Yeah. I'm trying to encourage that idea if you got it.
Oh, well. Thanks, folks.
Thanks so much, Cathy.
Oh, Cathy, it's Max here. I just love the way you kept looking to see if the grandkids are listening.
Yeah, well, you know, she took my
Fantastic.
place.
Don't teach them too early.
I also love that it's to the tune of one of the most devastating songs ever written.
Yeah.
It kind of lightens it up a bit, doesn't it?
Yeah, it was just the Johnny Turk line was just too good not to use.
Yes.
Fantastic. Thanks so much, Cathy.
No worries.
And I've got Wayne Richmond here.
Parody.
He's going to share something, and I'm just going to pop the spotlight on you. And I love your background there, Wayne.
Yeah, it's good. Yeah, hi. Look, back in 2001, I videoed the John's workshop that he did called Story of a Family. It's all up there on YouTube if you want to watch it, but I thought it'd be nice just to play a little bit of it now so we can have John actually participate in this commemoration. So it's a video of, I've just chosen a story. He's telling a story about his grandfather, and so his grandfather's mate complained to him about someone having stolen his post holes. I had trouble understanding what he was saying at first, but he's dug holes to dig, to put posts in for a fence, right? And he's complaining that he dug the holes and somebody stole the holes, right? Anyway, yeah, here we go.
I'll tell you some of the stories that Dad told me about his childhood on the orchard in Carlingford Road. He said there was a poor old fella used to board with them. And I think my grandmother, old Isabella, I think she probably took pity on this old bloke. And he was a fencer in the district. And evidently he came home one day and he said to my grandfather, "Henry, some thieving bastards pinched me pastiles." My grandfather said, "Now come on, Tommy. Everybody round here knows you. No one would steal your pastiles." He said, "No," he said, "fair dinkum, they're gone. Some bastards pinched them." He said, "Well, come on, I'll get the horse and cart out." And he said, we'll go up. He said, you can show me where you dug the pastiles and we'll find them. They must be still there." So he said they went out in the horse and cart and they went along. And old Tommy said, "It was here, Henry. This is where I dug them. I know. I had this spot marked by the 3 ironbark saplings." So my grandfather looked around. He said, "Well, they don't seem to be here, Tommy." He said, "But there's another ridge just along there with 3 ironbark saplings on it. How about we go up and have a look there?" So I went up there and there's the postcard. And old Tom shook his head. He said, "Well, what do you know?" He said, "Someone's played a trick on me and moved." So evidently my grandfather said, "Well, Tom, these things can happen." He said, "I reckon to make sure nothing like this happens in the future, what you should do is buy yourself an old disused well. And then you could cut it up and use it for spare pastel." And the bloke said, "By God, Henry, that's not a bad idea."
I'm not sure how I stopped sharing, but anyway, back to my. How do I stop sharing?
Thanks so much for that, Wayne. What a beautiful gift to see John again.
Here we are.
I'm
You're
just
welcome.
going to see. Oh, there we go.
All right.
Thanks so much, Wayne.
Yeah. Okay. No worries.
Everybody, thanks, mate.
Okay, so we've got Seamus Gill there, I believe, with Catherine. If you're ready to share your beauty with us.
Yeah.
There we go. We can hear you, sir. Perfect.
Can you hear me?
Yep. We can hear you. We can only see Catherine's shoulder.
All right.
So if Catherine, if you'd like to be on camera, you need to move over a bit to your right.
Oh, no, I'm okay. I'm okay, thanks.
Oh, you want to hide off camera? Sorry, carry on.
Seamus is going to sing a song.
Yeah.
Beautiful. Thanks, guys. I'll leave it to you now.
Okay, so you can all hear this? Yeah, this was, you can hear this, can you?
Yeah.
Yep, perfect.
Okay. Yeah, and this was inspired, this is a song John wrote around about the time of the Fitzgerald inquiry into the investigations into police corruption in Queensland. And it was inspired by a mate of his was saying, "I didn't mind the corruption so much, it was the dubbing that really got to me." So, a Queensland policeman. A Queensland policeman, or so I've been told, whose pockets were full of ill-gotten gold. Though his salary was modest, his rake-off was big. Corruption had made him a very fat pig. He did not build his house about sticks or of straw. He built it with bricks, and he deadlocked the door. But when the big bad wolf inquired at his gate, the pig got so scared that he dubbed in his mates. Well, I may be a pig, but my voice is in key. A bloody canary has nothing on me. And he sang for so long at the end of the day, he'd sung his commissioner's super away. Well, he dubbed and he snitched and he warbled and trilled, till all across Queensland his guts he had spilled. From Brisbane to Cooktown his song it was heard, and Mr. Fitzgerald wrote down every word. Now all you bent coppers take warning from me, beware of the brothels, the drugs and SP, though the wages of sin are exceedingly great. Remember the bagman and don't trust your mate. Queensland policeman.
Great, Seamus. Haven't heard that one for a long time. It was good to hear. Thank you.
And follow that with the Queensland melody, if there's medley. Which, yeah. It's a long way to Cunnamulla, it's a long way to go. It's a long, long way to Cunnamulla, on the river Wharry go. Well, I know there's been a gerrymander, and I know it isn't fair, but I have to rely on Cunnamulla, they vote for me there. Mr. Bjelke Paterson, he's a genius, it's true. Mr. Bjelke Paterson makes 5 votes equal to. He divides up the whole electorate, subtracts Aunt Edna's twins, then he multiplies the rural fraction, and that's how he wins. It's a long way to Cunnamulla, it's a long way to go. It's a long, long way to Cunnamulla, on the river Wharry go. Well, I know there's been a gerrymander, and I know it isn't fair, but I have to rely on Cunnamulla, they vote for me there. Here is your ticket to the Senate flow, that's guile, guile, guile. Pack up your pumpkin scones and portmanteau, goose step around the pile. Tell them of in Canberra, I walked you down the aisle. So here is your nepotistic ticket flow, Sieg Heil, Heil, Heil. Old Caligula the Roman, so the history textbooks say, put his horse into the Senate, where it always voted nay. But a horse is still considered useful, on the river Wharry go. Well, the ancient Romans got an old grey mare, and Queensland's got Flo. It's a long way to Cunnamulla, it's a long way to go. It's a long way to Cunnamulla, on the river Wharry go. Well, I know there's been a gerrymander, and I know it isn't fair, but I have to rely on Cunnamulla, they vote for me there. Why not come to sunny Queensland? Why not venture forth? Why not join the country party in that lovely land up north? Ignore the electorate in Brisbane, to hell with Moreton Bay. Just as long as you win in Cunnamulla, you'll be okay. But eventually he wasn't. His colleagues decided it was time for him to go. Farewell and adieu to the Premier of Queensland. Farewell and adieu and goodbye to Sir Joe. You useless old bastard, too long you have lasted. Now your mates have decided that you've got to go. You ranted and roared at the Reds and the Greenies. You ranted and roared at the black and the white. You postured and strutted just like Mussolini. Now your mates have betrayed you, and that serves you right. You pineapple vandal, they've snuffed out your candle. Get back to your peanuts, you senile old sod. Take Flo and her pumpkins, you great pair of bumpkins. You can start playing lawn bowls and stop playing God. You ranted and roared at the reds and the greenies. You ranted and roared at the black and the white. You blustered and stuttered just like Mussolini. Now your mates have betrayed you, and that serves you right. You Lutheran pastor, come pawpaw disaster. You darling down despot, you Kingaroy clown. Get back to your tractor, you seventh-rate actor. You pious, hypocritical, adjective noun. Stick that up your jumper, you great Bible thumper. You second-hand Hitler, you goose-sapping goose. The crusty old cane toads in going down the drain mould, like a dribble of Bundaberg sugar cane juice. You ranted and roared at the reds and the greenies. You ranted and roared at the black and the white. You postured and stuttered just like Mussolini. Now your mates have betrayed you, and that serves you right. It's a long way to Cunnamulla. It's a long way to go. It's a long, long way to Cunnamulla on the river Gorry go. Well, I know there's been a gerrymander, and I know it wasn't fair, but I had to rely on Cunnamulla. They used to vote for me there. Wait.
Superb.
Good lineup there, Seamus. Yeah.
Thank you.
That's it.
Yeah, that's it. Well,
Fantastic.
thank you.
Thanks so much, Seamus. Just going to check. Did Catherine want to do a couple of songs?
Oh, no, not today, thanks.
Not today, no worries. Thank you so much. Okay, so just want to say thank you to Dan Kelly for popping up the pumpkin scones picture.
All right.
It was beautiful, beautiful timing.
County Guinness in the fridge.
Okay, so I'm just checking in. I feel like I saw someone pop in, snuck in through the back there under the name Amanda, but I think it might be Mr. Paddy Appley. Am I correct?
Yeah.
Yep.
Speaking.
Speaking.
There he is. You want to do a little song?
I don't know, man. I'm feeling a bit sick. I've got a bit of a chest infection, but I'll give it a crack if you want. I'll try something.
Let's give it a go. Thanks so much, Patty. I haven't seen you forever.
Paddy Appley.
Mr. Patrick
We'll have to
Appley.
go for a walk or something, I think. Have you been
We'll
out
just make
today?
sure we can hear you.
Give me one
guitar.
Just 1 second. 1 sec.
No worries.
His guitar.
Okay, we'll just go back here for a moment. I'll just see. Can I get a show of hands of who would like to go on after Patty?
Righto. I think this should do it. I'll just do it quickly. But yeah, you know, this is
fantastic.
Lachlan Dengate. Thanks for the invite, guys. Thanks. It's great to see you all again. Seamus, that was awesome. I love that Tony Abbott song. That was brilliant. Sorry, I was a bit delayed in getting on there. I had to use my partner's phone because my phone is out of space. Anyway, I'm just going to play that Bill from Erskineville. So, you know, if I fuck it up, please excuse me and feel free to sing along if you want. Please to meet you. My name's Bill. I'm working in a factory in Erskineville. You have to crawl and conditions are a crime, but you get a few dollars worth of overtime. Hooray, ain't life grand? I'm saving a deposit on a block of land. Sorry. I met this fella selling real estate, and he's running from the coppers in another state. But he's the friend of a generous gent who's lending money at 20%. Hooray, ain't life a lark? I'm swimming in the water with a finance shark. Had a few dollars on a short-priced horse. Was running in the welter at the Rosehill course. But too much weight and too little pace, and the bugger finished 12th in a 12-horse race. Hooray! Faithful nag, I'm ferrying the money to the bookie's bag. Had a little flutter on a poker machine, and I won $1.40 when it paid 3 queens. Now I chases the aces around the wheel, and I haven't got the money to pay for meals. Hooray! Feed the slot, haul upon the handle till you lose your lot. Now lottery tickets got me up shit creek. I was 20 off a $5 prize last week. Now the tires on the car are all worn through and the registration's overdue. Hooray, hip hurrah for a worn out second-hand Holden car. Says to the missus that we've reached the stage that we can't afford on a single wage. Love you, Dale. Now she pulls beers at the pub saloon while the kids run wild of an afternoon. Hooray, name me brand, I'm drinking that deposit on a block of land. I'm pleased to meet you, my name's Bill, and I'm working in a factory now in Kellyville. That's for you, Lucky Dengate. Love you guys. Miss you, Johnny.
Yay.
Thanks for having me.
Thanks so much, Paddy. I like to think that Don and Declan are hanging out upstairs.
Yeah,
they've just amazed.
Yeah.
Amazed that everyone can get together and share this for many years after, hopefully.
Yeah, oh, for sure. Thanks for having. Yeah, again. Thanks for
so
hosting
much.
it, Laney. You're a legend. Really appreciate it.
Thanks, Paddy.
Good on you, Paddy.
Good to see you, Maxie.
Yeah.
I'll take myself off the speaker now, please.
Good on you, buddy.
See you guys.
Bye-bye. Okay, so just going to check. I've got a couple of things I wanted to share that were apologies. So while I'm looking at that, maybe we'll have Peter. You want to go after I finish with this note? Peter Russell? If you want to just shake? Yep. Beautiful. Thanks so much, guys. So I'm just going to get my little notes here. And I'll bring in a sec. Maybe Max? Yeah, Max can have a go while I'm doing this.
Got a question for Peter. Peter Russell. What's the name of the CMR song?
Well, most people call it "Take Your Bulldozers Away."
Take Your Bulldozers Away. Okay.
Yeah.
Good. Because I've got a mate who wants to learn it. He was with Jack Mundy on the first Green Band. First one was at Gladesville, and the second one was at East Lakes, where I live now. And they've just renamed the local park, which is called East Lakes Reserve, now called Jack Mundy Reserve.
Lovely.
It's a great, yeah. The park that he saved now got his name on it. It's excellent. It's good to see you, Peter.
Always
I
good to
saw
see
Martin
you.
Doherty. Yeah, I saw Martin Doherty recently out at Woolloomooloo. He gave me a couple of beautiful pictures. Yeah, great to see him. All right, mate. I hope we catch up soon.
Thanks, Max.
Thanks, Max. Okay, so we'll pop over to Peter in just a moment. Just wanted to share a couple of apologies and just check with everyone. Are you getting an echo when we talk? Yep. Good times. Sorry about that, guys. Normally my one's the only one that works properly. Okay, let me just try something. Okay, I'm going to test this. I'm going to turn off the video. Can you guys still hear me?
Yep.
Okay. I probably should have done that 2 hours ago. Am I still echoing?
A little bit.
Okay. All right. I'll just share a couple of these apologies. So Colleen, unfortunately, wasn't able to join us. We've got a few people that just sent their regards. Maureen Mulhern couldn't tune in, unfortunately. And Jerry wasn't able to tune in, but he sent me a video. which I will attempt to play at the end, but going by how many issues I've had, it might not work. I've also got a beautiful video from Doug Jenner. So if I can't get them to work on the stream, I'll send them around in the thank you email. And just a couple other little notes is that Sandra, who I think is on the phone there, has been doing so much work on the Bush Music Club website. So I'll be sending an update in the email as well of all the amazing information and songs that she's put up. Got a lot of different lyrics sent to her and photos. So stay tuned on that. I'll be sending that through. Also got a note from Bruce and Jill Watson. Apologies that they couldn't join. And they've asked to pass on that they've got a documentary called Immortal, which some of you guys might have already seen. And yeah, I've heard it's really great. And it features John Dengate in there amongst a lot of other amazing Australian artists. So I'll put that link in the email as well. And just one other thing on addition to what Sal was saying earlier about the Dr. Tony Dicker, who asked about using the skin cancer blues. He is planning to use that in his podcast as their bit of their theme music. And he let me know that earlier in the week he had a conference where he spoke in Brisbane and they played the song at the start before they had their lecture. And he got lots of great feedback, a lot of love going John's way, even now from random doctors around Australia and in Brisbane. So that's pretty great. So I'll also keep people up to date with that as the news comes to hand. Okay, now we're going to go back to Peter, if you're ready to rock.
Yes, indeed.
And fantastic. And we'll just get you. All right, take it away, Peter.
Thank you, Lane. And I must say this year there's an extra verse to Take Your Bulldozers Away or DM Out of the Devil. I think Kerith and Dale might have perhaps one night been in what Bernard Boland would call an aspidestrid room lit by candlelight with the folk Ouija board to get some new words from John about the ongoing mess that is Sydney's motorways and such. So I'll see if I can get that right at the end. But here we go with one of my favourite of John's songs, because unlike many songs that he wrote which were sensitive or funny or cynical or whatever, always lyrical, this is a song that really just had pure anger in it, which was unlike Dear John. Anyway, DMR to the devil, swallow your drivel and shovel your gravel. Green bands now and forever, take your bulldozers away. You can take your bulldozers from under our noses. We're not near as gutless as Cutler supposes. Build your expressway a bloody sight less way and take your bulldozers away. DMR to the devil, swallow your drivel and shovel your gravel. Green bands now and forever, take your bulldozers away. You can take your bulldozers to Pharaoh and Moses. You'll find demolition is no bed of roses. We're not going to live with your Northwest distributor, so take your bulldozers away. DMR to the devil, swallow your drivel and shovel your gravel. Green bands now and forever, take your bulldozers away. You can tell your authorities that their priorities don't meet the needs of the urban majority. Hands off that terrace row, spare glebe and Ultimo, and take your bulldozers away. West connects to the devil. Swallow your drivel and shovel your gravel. Bring back Greenland bands forever and take your bulldozers away. You can take your bulldozers away from our houses. We're not as divided as Gladys espouses. We're not going to live with your WestConnex motorway. Hands off that heritage, spare our community, and take your bulldozers away. Thank you.
No. Fantastic. Thanks, Peter.
Thank you.
Thanks, Betty. Yeah, I just looked it up in the Dengate Bible, and it is called Take Your Bulldozers Away.
Indeed. I still call it Damn Out of the Devil.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
That's how I remember it as well. Fantastic. Thanks, Peter.
Pleasure.
Okay, so I'm just looking for a couple of people I had on the list, but I'm not sure if they've popped them in. I think Steph was there earlier with Lockie. Is Lockie going to do a song? Maybe, maybe not.
Hello. Unfortunately, Lockie's sick.
Oh, okay. Is that Steph?
Yeah, hi.
No problem. Thanks, Steph.
Thank you.
Okay, and so someone else I had was Alan Rupp, but I don't think I've seen him. Oh, there he is. Hello. I'm just going to pop you to unmute.
Yeah. Right.
There he is. Hi, Alan. Did you want to just give the guitar a string, see if we can hear you?
This is a song of John's that I almost discarded completely. When I was in primary school, it was all measurements were made in the imperial system. In high school, still imperial system, except in science, where it was metric. When I started working, it was more metric. Even in the firm where I worked for, which made railway wheels and axles, they decided they had to go one way or the other. They couldn't do a bit of this and a bit of that because they'd end up making mistakes. Then I spent over 30 years teaching science, and everything was metric. Since I've retired, I have discovered that there are all sorts of things where, say, I park the car and think, oh, I should be a little bit further in. How far can I go then? I can go in about a foot. I start thinking in imperial instead of metric. And this song came back into my life. Packets of butter and cheeses and hams, all should be purchased in pounds and not grams. And as for kilometres, I've always thought they'd like to be miles, but they're too bloody short. 3 pounds of pumpkin, 2 inches of rain, a gallon of beer and a bushel of grain, 6 furlong race round the old Randwick track, bringing imperial measurements back. All cricket pitches should measure a chain. Metric conversion is simply insane. Give back our pints, fluid ounces and quarts. Metrics are nothing but fly spots and noughts. 3 pounds of pumpkin, 2 inches of rain, a gallon of beer and a bushel of grain, a 6 furlong race round the old Randwick track. Bring the imperial measurements back. Kick the conversion board hard in the pants. Take up a collection and send them to France. Hands off that hundredweight, don't touch that ton. Who damn well asked them to do what they've done? 3 pounds of pumpkin, 2 inches of rain, a gallon of beer and a bushel of grain, a 6 furlong race round the old Randwick track. Bring the imperial measurements back. They foisted it on us in their usual style. We gave them an inch and they've taken a mile. Millimeters, now that's a French farce, and hectares especially are a pain in the arse. 3 pounds of pumpkin, 2 inches of rain, a gallon of beer and a bushel of grain, a 6 furlong race round the Broadmeadow track. Bring the imperial measurements back. This bloke at the gas company weighed 16 stone, a 6 foot of manhood, all muscle and bone. 8 centimetre down on his head, murdered by metrics, the coroner said. And it's 3 pounds of pumpkin, 2 inches of rain, a gallon of beer and a bushel of grain. 6 furlong race round the old man track. Bring the imperial measurements back. You might appreciate that where I spent over 30 years teaching was in a school directly opposite Broadmeadow Racecourse. Thanks for the song, John.
Fantastic, Alan. Thank you so much. So just checking in, got a couple of other people that have popped in. Miss Gay Maidment appeared for a moment before. Not sure if she wants to do a song. There she is, with the Hollywood glasses on. Did you want to do a song or say something? No, she's a wallflower, as anyone who's met her knows. She doesn't like to have any attention. So we'll just leave you on. That's my mum, by the way. I'm allowed to tease her. Okay, so I'm going to check in with the people from earlier. Eric, you've been on the call for a long time. Did you want to do a song or share a story?
Not really. I'm happy just to listen. I saw John perform quite a few times and certainly enjoyed every performance. That's all. Thank you.
Oh, fantastic. Thanks so much for tuning in. Okay, so look through our list here. We've lost a couple of people. I'm going to double check someone I saw before that's popping around. Joe, did you want to share something?
G'day. No, I've been really enjoying it. Perhaps next year. I've been ready this that time, so hopefully I'll do something. I'll prepare something for next year. I promise.
No problem. Thanks, Joe.
Yes, mate.
Okay, I've got a couple of people that have said goodbye on the chat because they had to take off. And I'm just going to see where we are at with. Did we have David on earlier? David Iverack? I'm not sure if you're playing or if you're just listening today. Might just be away from the phone. What about Big Russ? Might be time for a Big Russ poem. There he is. I'm just sending you an unmute. You just got to click. There he is.
Oh, I'm unmuted. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, we can got you now.
I could do probably a poem, yeah. Well, actually, one of the things that John and myself share, and I think quite a lot of other people here share, is the fact that if you write songs about things that are happening at the moment, they go out of bloody date. And this happens, John told me this has happened to him, especially when Joe Jorky Peterson went. And so you could go back, and sort of, there's still some characters around. So half the stuff I've written has gone out of date too. But this is one that, this is just a limerick, because when I woke up after the election, there was this email from a friend of mine. And so I thought it deserved a limerick. It's called Dunny Pete. He was full of shit. They called him Dunny Pete. His colleagues were the same. The Dunnies where they meet. But folk have now said that sobriquet's dead, for to be called a Dunny you must have a seat. And I thought, well, that was they didn't send me the poem. They sent me the thing about he didn't have a seat, so he couldn't go to Dunny. And there's this one too that's basically nearly out of date. I think I did it last year because I wrote it then, and I can't sing, so I don't even try. But it's a parody, which John was very, very good at, as you know. And we have the Parody Cup down here at our folk festival, John and Dale Dengate Parody. We call it a mug. We don't want to give it the designation of a cup. Yeah. And Cathy up there won the very first one. I think with that song that you sang today. Yeah. The last 2 years have been won by the other Noonans, who are a blind couple who live down here at Dapto, but we forgive them for that. They've won the last 2 years, and they've been very good. And they're on our folk club committee now. And how is Dutton coping? Yeah, well, that's true. Anyway, I think I did this last year because I wrote it as a parody, but I can't sing it. And I don't think I've been able to get anyone to sing it. It's a very simple song. It's a Slim Dusty sang it. And he called it Duncan. And he loved to have a beer with Duncan. So I thought, who do I love to have a beer with? And I thought it was Dengate. And I had lots of beers with John, and to the extent that my wife was very suspicious about whenever I went out with him, because I often came back in a state that was not well known. He sang at one of our tripe nights we had at the Shell Harbour Bowling Club, and he got himself almost barred, not for doing anything wrong. He got a bloody jackpot on the poker machine, and that was reserved for locals, not for buddy John Dengate. And he recorded a song, which he later recorded in a studio, but I've got a photo of him recording it on my Dunny. He sat in there because the best place to record songs in the house is, in fact, in the bathroom or the toilet. And I got a photo of him sitting there, and I forget which song he recorded. It was one about the politicians. I Can't Abide. You remember the one, I Can't Abide? You probably all remember that one. Well, he first recorded that in my Dunny. Anyway, this was I Love to Have a Beer with Duncan. I love to have a beer with Dengate. There were times when we might get tight. He'd never heard of moderation, so we'd drink any time, be it day or night. We'd drink at the town and country, that's at St. Peter's, and any other pub in the state, 'cause we loved to sink a beer with John, for he was our mate. I'd go and have a beer with Elbow. I've had lots of beers with bloody Elbow. It'd be Elbow and Big Russ. But I don't like submarines, and you know what you can do with that bloody old cuss. I'd take him to the town and country when these things he repudiates, and I'll drink again with Elbow, once again we'd be mates. Well, he hasn't done that yet. I'd love to have a beer with Sam Kerr. I'd love to have a beer with her. This is before she got into all that trouble in the taxi. We drink after all the matches, and I never kiss her on the lips and cause a stir. You might recall that, the bloke from Spain. We'd go to the town and country and drink till our time was up, and she'd have to go to training, so next time we could win the cup. Now, I'd never have a beer with Dutton. To the pub we'd never go. When you said, "It's your shout, Pete," his only response was, "Never, never, no." We're banned from the town and country, and every pub in the state, so we'll never have a beer with Dutton, only Gina Reinhardt's his mate. And, this is getting out of date again, I'd never have a beer with Scummo. Drinking beer he does eschew, as drunks are known for telling the truth, and that's the thing about which he never knew. We couldn't drink at the town and country, as all good mates they oughter, for the pub's not got a pulpit, and they don't serve holy water. And I could go on. I haven't written it yet, but it's the sort of thing you could go on forever, couldn't you? And just one very short one. In 2006, we went on a tour, my wife and I drank beer. And incidentally, people think August the 1st, the last August the 1st, was just the horse's birthday. That's bullshit. It's also International Beer Day. And I had friends who I did go to the Melbourne Cup with every year, who sent me a poem about it being the horse's birthday. And I had to send back this poem because I said it's International Beer Day. And I wrote a poem, a limerick, basically, about every beer that I drank as we went around Europe and everywhere. But when I came home, my next door neighbours, and I sent it back to the Coopers Club, of which I was a member, that's the people who drank Coopers, down at the pub in Wollongong here. And when I came back, my next door neighbour said something to me about one of the poems. And I said, "How did you bloody know?" And she said, it was in the Mercury. That's the local paper, of course, down here. And I said, oh. And then I realised later that I'd sent it to the Coopers Club, my mates in the Coopers Club, and one of the blokes was a journalist who wrote a column in the paper, and he'd been putting them in. Anyway, the last one I wrote was from Brunei. And you know about Brunei? Brunei is an Islamic state, and whereas other Islamic states are quite happy for you to drink beer if you're Brunei had, when I went there, they picked up the paper. You can't even buy it at the airport, or you couldn't in those days. And when I picked it up at the newspaper up, and there was some bloke who'd been fined $10,000 for drinking half a bottle of whiskey. And so I was very cautious about it. But, and I wrote this little poem. Subsequently, I added this bit a lot later, 10 years later or 13 years later, because the old Sultan came good. And he used to come out here, the Sultan of Brunei, who was one stage the richest man in the world before the advent of those other people. And he used to come out and go to Gould's bookshop at Newtown. Gould's bookshop is, Mari told me that, Mari Paterson, because her daughter, Natalie Gould, she runs the shop there, Gould's bookshop, and the Sultan used to come out and go there and buy books. He used to come out incognito, not as official state visits or anything. Anyway, I didn't know that, but anyway, that's what he used to do. But anyway, so the worst beer in the world of all the beers I had was in Brunei because there was none at all. To my horror, in Brunei, there's no booze. The place is dry. My greatest fear is I might go an overdose on H2O. I'd sink a light. I'd drink home brew. I'd even drink a Tooheys New. And though this comment might appall, I'd prefer bad beer to none at all. And that was in 06. In 19, all has changed, I'm pleased to say. I read this in the news today. The kindly Sultan, bless his soul, has exercised his regal role. He's changed the law as well he might. You can get stoned now, day and night. But before you satisfy your thirst, you must commit adultery first because it's not illegal. Okay, thank you.
Some good memories there, Russ.
Yeah, there were some. Yeah, I've got about 25 or 30 bloody limericks about all different beers.
I bet you have.
That idea of the Sultan in Gould is just bizarre.
Thanks so much, Russ. Oh, look, Daniel's got some beers going across the screen. You might have to be our extra creative director for next time. Thanks, Russ.
USB shit, I reckon.
Okay, so to see if Jason, did you guys want to do another song or two? It appears we have more listeners than performers now.
I was just sitting here and thinking we could do John's first song and last song in a medley, or first song and so 1957, and I've got it written in front of me so I remember. John Dengate, 4th Platoon, A Company, 12th National Service Training Battalion, first intake, 1957. He always said this was his first song. I don't know if that's true or not, but 1957 would make it there or thereabouts. And then John Dengate's last verse. We'll see how we go.
Fantastic. Thanks, guys.
As our platoon commander, slow palms, quick march all day long. Should our minds from drill meander, or if we should do something wrong, without show of us, he reproaches us. Softly, kindly hear him croon. Lazy bastards, that was shithouse extra drill for you this afternoon. This world is full of terrible things. This world is full of curses. There's royal babies, queens and kings, out of tune, broken strings, bad, ill-written verses. We have to cope with government stealth. In vain we seek for answers. We have to cope with failing health and corporate crooks who steal our wealth. And we have to deal with cancers. There's screaming Yanks. No, that's not right. I've got it in front of me. Pommy bastards, of course. Pommy bastards. Screaming Yanks. The curses are unending. Half-blind batsmen. Greedy banks. Still we stand in serried ranks for all that's worth defending. We'll not surrender, won't give in, although our hair is greying. We come from tough, rebellious kin. Sometimes we lose, sometimes we win. We go on disobeying. Thanks, guys. Is that about right, Laney? Do you want to keep moving or you want another one? I don't know. I can't hear anything, so I'm not sure. Can you hear me?
No, can't hear anybody.
We go on disobeying. I love that. Did you hear that?
Yes, please. Keep going, Jason, if you like, and I'll look out for someone to put their hand up if they want to go next.
Is anyone else doing the Golgong song? I think it was.
Hello, I was muted before.
Oh, Song of the Sheep Metalwork is also one we could do.
Yeah, all right.
Sure. Someone was just asking if anyone's doing the Golgong song.
Or Song of the Sheep Metalwork is another one that's occurred to me we could do. But there's plenty. I think.
Sorry, was that you, Chloe, saying?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, sure. Yep. I think either of those or both. 'Cause no one else has reserved
okay.
them.
Well, let's see.
And I was just check if Daniel, did you want to do one after this? Do you want to do another one?
I was happy to do the sheet metal worker, but happy to let Jason and Chloe do it.
You're welcome too, Daniel.
Oh, there you go.
We can sing the Gong Gong
There
song.
you go. You can do one each.
All right.
Thanks, guys.
Father Helen and Chewina, his story shall always be told, and none can deny our allure and a place in the story of gold. For written in nuggets of pipe, clay, home rule and Canadian lead, the glittering history of gold long is there for Australia to read. Loud were the shouts and the laughter as diggers with joy unrestrained. They went paddling around in the gutters and picking up gold when it rained. But written in nuggets of pipe, clay, home rule and Canadian lead, the glittering history of gold long is there for Australia to read. Days of the diggings, and then when our memory grows dim, we'll take down the volumes of Lawson and share the last bottle with him. The written in nuggets of pipe, clay, home rule and Canadian lead, the glittering history of gold long is there for Australia to read. And nuggets of pipe, clay, home rule and Canadian lead, the glittering history of gold long is there for Australia to read. Thanks, everybody. So lovely to see you all and hear you all. What a cracking afternoon. Thank you, Lainey, for persevering with the technology. I know it's been a bit of a pain in the ass today.
Oh, thank you guys for your patience. We got some beautiful things through, so I'm more than happy about that. So we're going to switch over to Daniel, if you're ready.
Oh, before you go, could I just get a quick word in?
Sure can.
Well, the two people you're looking at now are going to be two of the highlights of Folk by the Sea, which we will be holding at Kiama between the 12th and 14th of September. So there's less than a month to go, and you'll get Jason and Chloe and Oliver and probably Joanna too, I suppose. You won't get away with not having her get up and do things, and that'll all be down there at the showground, right on the water at Kiama. Beautiful, beautiful place. And we hope to see, if you can get there, we hope to see as many as you can get.
Yes, looking forward to seeing all the Illawarra folks again, Russell.
I might even share an ale with you, Russell. No two is new, though. You can hold that stuff.
Yeah. Well, we sorted it out last night. We had it was early in the week. We've sorted out the bar.
Excellent.
We've got enough people working there now who've got their. We had to get the people who had their, the grog sort of workshop thing, because of people like who get a bit drunk and disorderly, and they've got not to serve them. But we've never had to not serve anyone. So you both.
I can't imagine you'd ever have a problem with that.
You both will be safe.
Good on you, Russ. Thanks for that. I'll put the info of that in the email as well. Was it the 12th of September?
Yeah.
While we're plugging.
We're plugging. If we are
Fantastic.
plugging, we're in Sydney at the Loaded Dog next Saturday night too. We haven't played in Sydney for ages, so there's the Loaded Dog at the Bush.
It's actually the 11th. There's a charity concert.
Oh, sorry, the 11th.
But the real thing starts on the 12th. But we will be having a special charity concert on the 11th at the Leagues Club there in Kiama. Yeah, that's at the Leagues Club.
Okay, great. And Jason, next week, what date and time are you playing?
It's just Saturday night. Saturday must be around about the 20-something. Just so in 6 days at the Loaded Dog, and Loaded Dog is at the excellent, that lovely Bush Music Club hut, which has got just dripping with kind of history and character. And we haven't played a concert in Sydney in ages, so that's something we're looking forward to as well. Loaded Dog, Saturday night, Bush Music Club hut, easy parking, and BYO, I guess.
Beautiful promo there, Jack.
Oh,
he's a natural.
Yeah.
To hook you up to do some promo for me.
Worth more money.
Good on you guys. All right, I'm just going to switch over to Daniel.
So, yeah.
Thanks again, Jason and Chloe.
Just while we're plugging, the Yes Irish Festival's up the weekend after Kiama, I think. So I've just finished an album of Henry Lawson songs, and I read somewhere in one of the obits for John that he was compared to Henry Lawson, and I'd grown up with, I guess, the curated version of Henry Lawson, but I was digging back into his rebel songs, and he was very much along the same lines as John. I'm going to do the song of the sheet metal worker. Oh, when I was a boy in Carlingford, all 60 years ago, the eucalypts grew straight and tall, and the creeks did sweetly flow. But times were hard when the old man died, and the orchard would not pay. So I left the land for the factory bench, and I'm working there still today. I have earned my bread in the metal shops for 40 years and more. My hands are hard and acid scarred as the boards on the workshop floor. My soul is sheathed in Kembla steel, and my eyelids have turned to brass. And the orchard's gone, and the apple trees, where the wind whispered through the grass. Oh, the workbench is my altar where I come to take the hose. Copper, brass, and fine sheet steel, Father, Son, and Holy Ghost. The sacramental wine of work grows sour upon my tongue. Oh, the fruit was sweet on the apple trees when my brother and I were young. Thank you.
That was so lovely, Daniel. Thanks.
Beautiful job, mate.
Great work, everyone. Much appreciated. All the wonderful memories of John. Much appreciated by Mari and Peter Griffiths. Thank you.
Might we sneak in
Fantastic.
another
Thanks so much,
commercial?
Daniel.
Yeah, Daniel, it's Max here. I just wondered if you've heard Christy Moore singing Brave Francis Hughes to that tune. Beautiful song as well. Yeah, have a listen to Christy Moore.
I haven't, but I'll look it up.
Good man.
Thanks, Daniel. Now I feel like there's a couple of songs that haven't made an appearance. But before I choose anything, Dale, did you and Kerith want to do another song? Yep. I've just pressed the button for you, so you can press unmute now.
Sonar going here. Submarine sonar.
Okay. So you guys are ready to rock. We can see you and shall enjoy you momentarily. You guys are good to go. Can you hear us? Yep. Yep. So Dale and Kerith, take it away.
Okay. With your natural grace, big side eyes and the Irish face, a babushka and a sweet's heart in the stony hills of Glasgow. And I do you weep when the sled ride by with the travelling shade? Does the sight of the drummer make you sad? Do you think of the fun you never natural grace? The big sunrise in the Irish face, the babushka when the summer is on, in the starry hills of Glasgow. Elegant when do you run down by the creek in the setting sun, down where the eyes of the world cannot see. Run, Kate, run from poverty. Elegant Kate with your natural grace, the big sunrise in the Irish face, a babushka, the summer is on, in the stony hills of Glasgow. Then it came is cold in the hills, but you know that the shy-eyed process kills. Voices the miners and cuts them down in the mean little house below the town. There, with your natural grace, the big sad eyes in the Irish face, a babushka when the summer is hot, in the stony hills of Glasgow. Elegant Kate when the floods come down, it's the poor on the creeks are the ones who growl. Like the great Murrumbidgee is thundering by through the haunted hills of Glasgow. Elegant Kate with your natural grace, the big sunrise in the Irish face, A poor bush girl when the summer is high in the haunted oh God, God.
Lovely. Thanks so much, Dale and Karen. Beautiful. Did you want to?
Good old fave.
I think we're going to go and do an ASIO now, which Dad's going to do for us. Does that sound right?
Yes. Yeah, I've just got to mention one of our friends from the CFMEU, retired members, a guy called McTell, wrote a book years ago called ASIO, The Enemy Within. And I found it on, well, I didn't find it, my wife found it on computer, so you can buy a copy yourself, and you might even find your name there. Definitely find Johnny Dengate's name there. Anyway, here we go. ASIO, where we photograph and film. ASIO, the political asylum. Dee. I'm very seldom fated. I'm poorly educated. I feel I'm underrated by the crowd. But I can tell subversion from sexual perversion when I am on excursion around your town. ASIO, where we photograph and file. ASIO, the political asylum. From Carringbar to Cairo, I'm ready with me pyro. I fire like a pyro maniac, and I can tell by intuition if you're guilty of sedition. But I'm hampered in the mission by the brains I lack. Oh, ASIO, photograph and fire. ASIO, the political asylum. You're a radical rebelling. What's your name and place of dwelling? Could you help me with the spelling? I'm a wee bit pissed. I must be very canny. Look at every nook and cranny. Oh, I've even got me granny on the suspect list. ASIO, from the Arctic to the jungle. ASIO, we invariably bungle. If you keep participating in the nasty demonstrating, or I catch you masturbating, you'll be on my file. Yes, security is vital, and to ascertain its tight, I'll sit here praying day and night till I get the piles. ASIO, where we photograph and file. ASIO, the political asylum. Away we go, away we go. Never mind the trauma. It pays, you know, I'm an ASIO informer. That's me. Good on you, Johnny.
Beautiful. All right, do we have another one?
Yeah, I'll give Dengate a go. Haven't heard that for a long time.
Picture of Lachlan.
This is to the tune of the Patriot Games by Dominic Bean. My name's Eric Dengate. I'm just 31. I know the Lee Enfield and the Snubbo and gun. I've trained with the Brand and I've tossed a grenade and drilled in the bull ring with a sword bayonet brigade. Now I don't like conscription, I'm a good Labour man, but I fear for my country at the boot of Japan. Goodbye to my family and all I hold dear. I'm one of 3 brothers and we're all volunteers. I sweated in Moresby, unloading the ships, and fierce were the curses that fell from my lips. The Japanese bombs brought destruction and shame. There was no planes to fight them till the Kitty Hawks came. At school I would laugh at the teacher in class. Now I laugh in the face of the military brass. For half-inching beer, we don't need an excuse. And sugar and raisins make good jungle juice. My name's Eric Dengate, I'm just 34. My health has been ruined in this tropical war. Malaria's poisoning the blood in my veins. But laughter is stronger than suffering and pain. My name's Eric Dengate, I'm 71. My lungs are in tatters, and my race it is run. The strength that is ebbing from this withered old hand. I leave you my laughter and the love of my land. My legacy's laughter and the love of my land. Oh, beautiful.
So beautiful.
That's,
So good.
John's uncle, Uncle Eric.
Lovely. Lovely. I feel like we're in the final throw here. Everyone's feels like they've done their song. What do we think? Yep. If anyone wants to do another one, feel free. Pop up your hand.
Been a good afternoon. I've got to go. Love to you all.
Thanks, Margaret.
Cheers.
I was thinking maybe
Hi,
that's
Margaret.
such a beautiful song, but it's a bit sad. Maybe we can chuck in a funny one to end with.
Yeah, I'll finish. Yeah,
There you go.
I'll do one.
Nope. Oh, we got Seamus. Yep.
Yeah,
Seamus, you jump in. Good on you, buddy.
Okay, can you hear this? Can you hear me? Yeah.
Yep, we got you.
Right. Okay. There's one common interest John and myself had was in horses. Mind you, we had sort of mixed success with them. Anyway, here's John's TAB song. Each Saturday morning I roll out of bed, I'm hungover from Friday's excess. I'm crooking the comics, I'm crooking the head, I got mountains of sins to confess. And then I remember it's race day again, so I pick up my clothes from the floor. And I tune into Marnie's selections at 10, the adrenaline's pumping once more. At Warwick, Farmer Rosehill and Randwick they race, it's a sign of our moral decay. But wipe that superior look off your face, I expect a trifecta today. Well, the long shots are rough and the favourites are short, and I never know what's running dead. So I ring up my mate, but he got home so late that his mother can't rouse him from bed. Ron Quinton could win on a horse made of tin, so I back everything that he rides. And that big Melbourne grey looks a good thing each way, and a couple of others besides. And fellas, quinellas are always a chance, and doubles are sometimes a go. So when I come out, I am light in the pants, for the tab has got boast of me dough. At Warwick, Farmer Rosehill and Randwick they race, it's a sign of our moral decay. But wipe that superior look off your face, I expect a trifecta today. Well, a short break for a grub, then I'm back in the pub, and I stand there and reap in my booze. And the horses I back veer all over the track, and they lose, and they lose, and they lose. Don't seek your escape in the gambling, my friend, though your wife may be humdrum and drab. Seek solace in Sam's or in fair lady's arms, but never go into a tab. At Warwick, Farmer Rosehill, and Randwick they race, it's a sign of our moral decay. But wipe that superior look off your face, I expect a trifecta today. That's John.
Someone saying that's not a sad song. It's a very sad song. Thanks, Seamus. Beautiful, mate.
A different kind of sadness, isn't it?
Different kind of sad. Yeah, it is.
Thanks so much, everyone. I'm just going to do one little experiment before I end the call. Maybe a failure, but it would be remiss of me to not try and share video that has been sent. So if you bear with me 1 second, I'm just going to see how we go. Just a couple of moments.
There, you unmuted. What's Laney doing?
Okay, can everyone see Jerry on the screen?
Yeah.
All right, now let's just see. Music will play. Do a quick test. And you're going to get me echoing for a moment.
Good to see you, Jerry. Is it Jerry?
No.
You're on.
Yeah.
We're going to go now too. Thanks, Laney, and everyone.
Oh, okay.
It's been a great afternoon. Thanks.
No problem. Thanks so much, guys.
Look forward to seeing you next year. It's Margaret. Yeah, bye-bye.
Thanks, Margaret. Could anyone hear Jerry then?
No.
No. Okay, we'll give it up. Thanks, guys. I'll be sending an email of the proceedings, and I'll edit out all of the awkward bits.
Laney, can we just say one thing before you go? Because I feel like the planets have aligned. So at the risk of a bit of self-promotion again, just as Daniel was singing that beautiful version of John's Song of the Sheep Metalworker from Yass, we had Jano, the boss of the Irish and Celtic Festival down there, send a message through blaring on our screen saying she'd like us to do our We Go On Disobeying Songs and Poems of John Dengate show at Yass. And John had a long history at that festival, so I feel like it was worth mentioning as the planets just aligned like magic there. So if anyone's going down to Yass,
fantastic.
We'll enjoy that 90 minutes of sharing John's stories and songs. And yeah, and to hear Eric Dengate's song made me think we should probably include that one because it's one we'd forgotten for a while. So thanks, Max.
Thanks so much,
Thank you.
David. Hopefully we can see you while you're down here.
I hope so.
Thanks, Chloe, as well. Thanks to everyone for joining. And sending my love for all of the pain you've gone through with the technical issues. But hopefully, look, it's only been 12 years, 13 years. Goodness me.
Next time.
Well, we can try again, and we'll try and do a link up. But thanks for the people that aren't here coming. Oh, you got to come here. Everyone's going to have to come to my house. All right, thanks, guys. Lots of love to everyone, and I'll send everyone's links around.
Thank you.
Thank you, everybody.
All the best.